Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, let's see. We cannot. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello, Death Star. First one in the chat. Yes, you are. Oh. Once people start flocking in, we'll start with some of the announcements and some of the updates for today. Oh, pardon the U-turn. I hope that it doesn't knock my camera like to the ground. Okay, we're good. Yay! All right. Well. Oh gosh, today was tiring. Not in a bad way, just tiring. Havlong said he's here because of the new announcement. That is true. We're gonna wait until there's a few more people on the stream, and then we'll talk about what the new announcement is. There's pros and cons to the new announcement. So there's good news and bad news. Overall, I think it's gonna be good news. So we'll get to that when more people drop in. In the meantime, for the pre-show today, unfortunately, I left my tablet, which I usually play my music from. I left it at home today. So we do not have our background music, nor do we have karaoke tracks today. So I apologize about that. We're just gonna have to go back to our roots and talk like normal people who don't have a soundtrack. Well, you guys should put in the chat, even though it's just the pre-show right now, you guys should put in the chat how your day went today, because I am here for it. We're here to talk all about it. How was your guys' day today? My day was pretty good. I had like some ups and downs, mostly just because I had some moments where I just felt exhausted, and I was like, I'm so done. And a big part of that came from the fact that it's like the end of the week, and so I am exhausted as it is. Hello, Logan. Welcome to the chat. We just had a bunch of people hop in. If you guys are new, if you guys haven't been here before, say hi in the chat. We have some big announcements, but before we do, we're gonna wait for some more people to get in before we do that. Especially like some of our regulars. And if you're not familiar with how this stream goes, this is the pre-show where I'm heading home. I'm driving, so I can't look at the chat constantly like I will once I get home, but we have some very exciting stuff happening. And if you have no idea who I am and you're like, why am I even listening to this guy, why am I still here watching this, this is our free advice stream where we just talk and we share our good vibes with each other, but also some of the big announcements that we have are about the future of our karaoke nights and potentially the future of our community game nights and our writing or drawing parties, our Discord communities, stuff like that. Really exciting stuff. So we're gonna wait until we see some more familiar faces pop in, some more regulars who are definitely going to be here for the announcement. In the meantime, you guys should tell me in the chat about your day. If you haven't already, scale your day on or rate your day on a scale from 1 to 10. Let me know how your day was, and if it maybe wasn't the best, we're here if you need to vent, if you need to get stuff off your chest, we're here for it. So anybody's welcome to talk about whatever's getting them down right now. In the meantime, not gonna lie, looking for things to talk about during the pre-show when I have forgotten my music device and can't just do some karaoke songs. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird, it's a little odd, not sure how to feel about it. Technically I could play like music from my phone, but then I couldn't do the stream at the same time, so boo. Oh wait, hold on, I think maybe I can. Is this worth pulling over for? Maybe. It might be. I have another device I might be able to use. Maybe. I think I can. Let's pull to a stop real quick. Boy, let's see. Can I find it? That is the question. Oh, car radio. I could use the car radio, but that's a really easy way for my channel to get copyright striked. Well, not copyright striked, but for this video to lose its monetization abilities because it would get copyrighted. So music is music, yes, but the music that we try to use for this stream is non-copyrighted music, or at the very least karaoke tracks instead of the actual songs. Welcome to the life of a YouTuber who has to be careful about what audio he plays. Alright, let's see. Can we do this? We might be able to. We might be able to. So let's see. Give it a second as I wake up this device. This is my old phone. It's old and it feels very small in my hand compared to my phone that I have now. These are the only two smartphones I've owned in my entire life. Just saying. So all you Apple users, no, I'm just kidding. Hold on. When I say Apple users, I'm specifically talking about my cousin Ryan, who I love to death, and we argue about Samsung and Apple all the time. You can see that in past videos that we've done together. Anyway, so I'm not bashing on any of you guys, just on my cousin Ryan. Alrighty. Ooh, it was loud. Okay, let's see. Can we connect to hotspot of my phone? Maybe. Sorry. Let me just turn on that. Let's see. David Morales, welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. Ooh, what's the password? I don't know. What's the password to my hotspot? What is the password to my... Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Sorry if the stream got paused. That was not my intention. Apologies. Oh wait, hold on. Alrighty. We got it. Woot woot. We got the music going. Give it a second. Leo Curtis Jones. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I'm doing great. People are honking at me even though I was going slow as molasses. Oh. Hopefully that angry guy isn't going the same way as I am. He is not. Okay, That's good. Ay. Oh, the music's coming out of my phone. But why? Oof, this connection's not great. There we go. Let's just hope that that doesn't change at all. All right. Woof. Sorry for the technical hiccups, technical difficulties today. Welcome everybody who's jumping in the chat. We're still driving right now, so I'm not able to respond to everything that's being put in the chat. Now that we're back on the road and driving, I had to pause for a second just to get some technical difficulties sorted out. We didn't have our background music at the beginning of the stream, and now we do, so. Boy. If you guys stick around until the end of the pre-show when I get to interact with the chat, there's a big treat awaiting you guys, a big new announcement, exciting stuff. In the meantime, tell me how your guys' day was. And instead of repeating the same thing over and over again, I will look for something to talk about in the vast expanse of my mind. Or honestly, do I need to be talking? Do I need to be like constantly yapping? Like, cause I'm a yapper and I'm totally fine with being a yapper, but like, I don't know. Do I need to be saying something all the time? I can just like chill in silence with you guys for a bit, right? We can just enjoy the background noise of my car and the relaxing tunes that we have in the background. It's been a good night for me. I hope it's been a good night for you guys. For those who are unaware of what's happening, I am currently driving right now. This is the pre-show. As soon as I get to my destination every night, as soon as I get home from work, that's when I look at the chat and I talk to you guys. And we have some free advice that we pass around, just some love and support in the chat. Tell me how you guys' day went. I'm feeling relaxed right now. I'm feeling kind of, I don't know, clean slate-ish today. I don't know how to describe that feeling, but feeling like I'm at like a reset. Maybe it's just because I just finished my work week. Tomorrow's my day off, and then my next work week begins on Monday. So maybe it's now that I'm off. I finished the longest, busiest shift that I had this week today. And I'm just relieved and like, whew, all right. Now it's my weekend, kind of. I get Sundays and Wednesdays off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to share the announcement with you guys, but we gotta wait until I can be standing still, until my car is at a sitting still point. Tonight might be a shorter stream, but just because we're going to address a lot, I will keep the stream going if people have things that they need to get off their chest, need to talk about. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the announcements I'm going to give. You guys should put any like guesses or predictions you guys have in the chat, because that would be fun. I have a big announcement. You guys should try to guess what it is. It has to do with karaoke. and the live streams and my Discord community and other things like game nights and stuff. And a lot of people have asked, like, how can we sing with you or do Truth or Dare with you or stuff like that? Well, this announcement might have something to do with that. Just saying. Hello and welcome to anybody who's jumping in the chat. Whether you're a returning viewer or a new viewer, we are so grateful to have you tonight. This is the pre-show, once again, if you're unfamiliar with how this stream works. So I will be looking at the chat once I get home. And we have about, I don't know, like 5 minutes left of the pre-show. Something like that, I think. Maybe a little more. I guess there is my own kind of big news thing that this isn't the big announcement that I have, but I'll just kind of tell you guys. I'm very excited because I am now officially moving in to my own house with my best friend, and wow, I am excited for that. Yes, I get to bring my cat home with me, and I get to bring Nemo back. A lot of you guys on this stream, a lot of you guys haven't met Nemo yet. Maybe you guys have. Shout out, put some emojis in the chat if you guys have met my cat Nemo yet. He's been in some of my other videos, and he's been on 1, maybe 2 live streams. I'm not sure. But soon you guys will be able to see more of Nemo, and that will be very exciting. And that's because I'm moving into my house now. I have a bed. I have my own bed. It's a strange thing to get like your own bed and be like, this is my bed. Like, I own this bed. This is wild. Like once you get to that point where you're adulting and you're like, dang, I have a bed and this is my bed. And it wasn't given to me necessarily. This is just mine. Anyway, it's kind of cool. Funnily enough, my bed actually was given to me. But you know what I mean. Like, I'm taking this bed and I'm furnishing my own room in my own house, and it's like, wow, this is wild. I'm going to be moving all my stuff in. I'm no longer going to be living between like 2 different houses. So that's, you know, wild. Nice guy. I see that you're like putting a bunch of like stickers in the chat. Are those like, are you paying for those? Because I don't quite know how these live streams work. I'm still learning a lot, but I've been seeing those like really like vibrant, noticeable stickers. Are those like super stickers or anything? They are free on YouTube Live. Okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, are those donations to like put special stickers in the chat? I wasn't sure. Or if they're just glorified emojis for fun. Either way, they're still pretty cool. Well, we are almost home. Was I right with my 5-minute guess? Yeah, I was about right. We're almost home. Not to my house that I'm moving into, but to my parents' house where a lot of my stuff has been in boxes. And I'm staying with my family this weekend, and then this next week I'm moving all my stuff over to my new house, which is crazy. That's crazy, but I'm very excited for it. So maybe soon you guys will get to. There's a lot of new things that are going to be happening, and I think it's like overall for the better. It's good things are going to be happening, and I'm really excited to share some of that with you guys. So. We are almost home. Thank you guys for your patience with the slightly more lackluster live stream today. Before we started the whole karaoke thing, I used to be able to just like talk and fill the space. And we have to get a little more used to that again. Woo! Bumpy roads. Alright, I am pulling up to my house. So give us a second and I'll be able to go back in the chat and see what everybody's been chatting about. Be able to say hi to everybody who's jumped in the chat tonight. If you guys are here in the chat right now, if you are watching right now, if you're still watching, go ahead and say hi in the chat so that I can see who's currently watching and who's here right now. We are pulling up on our destination for tonight, and this marks the end of our pre-show. I always feel like I'm like I'm a flight attendant being like, hey, welcome everybody to our destination. We are now arriving, kind of a thing. Boy. All right, let's see. All right, yes, Death Star was here, Hopalong was here, Logan, I said hi to Logan. Let's see. David Morales was in the chat, Leo Curtis Jones, Demond McGill. Wait. I know the last name McGill. Are you who I think you are? Are you who I think you are? Because if you're who I think you are, then oh my gosh, it's been forever, and it's awesome to see you. All right, Leo Curtis Jones has asked, James, what are your goals for this week, month, and year? Fantastic question. I'm going to real quick just kind of catch up with the chat before I answer that. Audio issues. It's muting randomly. Damon McGill says, you remember Mouse? Yes, of course I remember Mouse. All right, Death Star, I hope the audio is fixed for you. Transitioning the Matrix, the king of keeping up with the chat. Nah, you're the king. You dropped your crown. Here's your crown. Oh, let's see. XXX Bills. Can you name a car for an edit? Yes, I will name a car. Let's do a Mazda. Nice guy, welcome to the chat. Let's see. Cherry jumped in. Johnny Hatfield jumped in. Awesome. All right. I think I'm caught up with the chat. I think. I thought I saw some more. Oh. No, that was it. All right. Johnny Hatfield says, I'm subscribing. Thank you so much. All right. I think it's time for our big announcement. There's not as many regulars as I was hoping tonight, but that's okay. It's a Saturday night. People are busy or people are sleeping, catching up on their sleep from the week. Okay. I'm going to pull out my bacon. This is a bag. This is an actual bag of just bacon. If you don't believe me, check it out. Full bag of bacon. Well, let me finish this piece, and then I'll cut the suspense short so that you guys can hear the big announcement. First of all, to warm you guys up for the announcement, yes, it's good crispy bacon. To warm you guys up for the announcement, I'd like to hear you guys put in the chat, what are your thoughts, and do you guys have interest in having a collaborative karaoke night where you guys can jump on and sing songs with me or on your own, and we can just have a big collaborative karaoke night. What do you guys think of having a game night where people can jump on and we have like these big game nights playing like Jackbox games or Among Us or even bigger things like Minecraft or Roblox? Hello, Harvey. Welcome to the chat. And even if people can't join, they can still spectate and watch. What do you guys think about like fellow artists and writers? We could have writing parties and drawing parties where we're all just writing, working on our writing projects, or we're all drawing and we're just sharing our drawings we're drawing together. What do you guys think of like movie nights where we watch movies together? Things like that. And what do you guys think of potentially doing like D&D nights, role-playing nights, stuff like that? I'm just kind of seeing how much interest you guys would have in something like that. Johnny Hatfield says his name is Junior. Junior is one of my names too, actually. I'm a junior. It's nice to meet a fellow junior. And welcome again to the chat, Harvey. So, let me finish this piece of bacon. And then I will explain. So, do you guys want good news or bad news first? I mean, it's like, I wouldn't call it bad news, but it's like slightly sad news. It's like, aw. But the good news is that we're doing something to what's that word? To compensate. Recompense was the word that was coming to mind, but we have good news to compensate for the bad news. So the bad news is like, it's like, and the good news is our solution to the bad news. Well, all three people in the chat that are talking in the chat just said that they want good news. I kind of expected you guys to say bad news first because the good news won't really make sense unless I tell you why we have to do it or why we're doing it this way now. So I'm actually going to start with the bad news. So some of you guys, well, okay, it's not bad news. It's just like, oh, there's like this kink in the system. There's this problem that we encountered. So this is how we're going to work around it, basically. So some of you guys were here the other night when I got like a crazy big 321 total dollars of donation on one of my streams a couple nights ago. And that was amazing. And that was incredible. And, you know, I want to keep doing things and like having free advice streams that are worthy of earnings like that, right? Kendrick is a W friend for doing that, for dropping like $300 in the chat. Hello, T History. Welcome to the stream. We're sharing some big announcements right now. So, something that we encountered with that though, the $300 something that I got, YouTube takes a cut of the money, and rightfully so, because I am using their platform to stream. You guys are using their app to watch me. YouTube is the only reason why you guys are able to see me, why I'm able to stream and get the money in the first place. Without YouTube, none of it would be possible. So YouTube takes about 30%, and you know, that's about like $90 of 300. And so I got about like 210 from that stream in total. However, doing karaoke songs during the stream, if I were to play like an actual song or the actual backing track to a song, more likely than not, the video... Oh, hold on, my brother's calling me. Oof, sorry guys, you still there? Sorry if I disconnected for a second. So even if let me turn on my do not disturb so that I don't get, oh, my do not disturb is on. That's weird. Anyway, so, yeah, if I were to play like actual songs that I don't own, right? They're not mine, I don't own the rights to them, then that means the video cannot be monetized, right? Now, we've been able to avoid that by using karaoke tracks, which are not the original song. They're just using the melody and the lyrics of those songs. However, that still is protected by copyright. And so I've been able to monetize the videos. But even more of the revenue is now shared with any artists whose songs I used in the videos. So out of like the $321 something, that went all the way down to like 174 that I got to keep, which is still like astronomical. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so grateful for that. That's amazing. And it's totally fair too, because like the melody, the lyrics, it's a creation that somebody else made, and like if I'm gonna profit off of it at all, some of those profits should also go to the person who made that song, right? So excuse me. So with that knowledge, I want to be able to continue doing these free advice streams, but I want to be able to like monetize them to the fullest extent, especially moving into my new house, and I'm going to be needing to, paying mortgage and everything like that. So I have made the decision that, and this is where like the bad news comes in, but don't worry, because the good news is going to compensate for this. The bad news is that because of this, we won't be able to do, I'm making the decision to stop the karaoke singing in the live streams. And that's just because of the fact that even if I were to sing it just a cappella, having the same melody or lyrics means that I have to share the revenue with that creator. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's how it's supposed to be. But if I'm going to get donations, and if I'm going to get revenue from ad time and from watch hours, then I want to maximize that amount. So what this means, and that's the end of the bad news. Which I'm just not going to be able to. The background music is playing right now is non-copyrighted music, so it's free to use, and we're solid. This stream, all the monetization earned on this stream will go directly to me and YouTube, and like nobody else, no other artists will be taking a cut because I'm not using anybody else's music that's copyrighted. So I'll pause there. And I'll kind of let you guys, I see people were dealing with some confusion in the chat just now, but I'll let that sink in real quick. Any questions you guys have about that? Do you guys have any questions about that? I hope that I'm not lagging too bad and that you guys can hear what I'm saying right now. Can you guys hear what I'm saying? And did you guys hear, part one of the announcement? Do you guys have any questions about the announcement? Harvey said, James, remember the guy I told you about yesterday? I think I'll confess tomorrow. Dude, do it! That would be so exciting. Are you feeling pretty confident about that? Are you feeling nervous, jittery? If you're feeling nervous, that's completely normal. It's actually it's a good sign. Getting the jitters is a good sign. You're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and you're doing something that's very brave. So I am excited for you and I can't wait to hear about it. I'm nervous since he's a little older than me, Harvey says. That's okay. I'm older than my girlfriend by just a little bit, and she eventually it was actually me who asked her out and if she wanted to be my girlfriend, but for a long time she had just had a giant crush on me, even though I was a little bit older than her. And when you get to the point of adulthood, hardly matters anymore. So I mean, it makes a difference now. I'm assuming that you're still in school or that you're a little bit younger, teenage. Harvey says, I mean, he kissed me, so I think he'll say yes. Yeah, that's a pretty good sign. I sincerely hope for the best, and I'm actually really excited to hear about what happens. I'm gonna need another piece of bacon. So you have to tell me when I see you on Monday's stream. You have to tell me what happened, and we'll be here to celebrate your courage. Whether it goes good or bad, doesn't matter. You are taking a huge, brave step right now, and that should be celebrated regardless of the outcome. So, you come here and you tell us what happens. Either way, however it goes, you come and you tell us. And we'll be here to celebrate you or to lift you up, whatever the case calls for. I'm dropping bacon. That's so sad. Yo, Bible Means just dropped in the chat. Harvey said, I'll have friends on my side too to help confess. Yes, that's good. I'm really excited for you, Harvey, and I can't wait to hear how it goes. Welcome to the chat, Babel. You might want to watch previously in the video, just like in the last 5 minutes, in order to see like the announcement that I just made. So, I'm going to go ahead and continue with the announcement. For those of you who are here, what I just announced was that we will not be able, we aren't going to be doing karaoke in the live streams anymore, just because of copyright. And there's nothing wrong with doing karaoke and using the melody and lyrics of other people's songs. It's just that I would like to, when I use, even if I were to sing somebody else's song right here and YouTube recognizes the melody or the lyrics of whatever I'm singing, even if there's no music that I'm singing along to, that song will get tagged, and some of the revenue that I earn from this video will be shared with that creator who created the song that I sang, which is good. That's how it's supposed to be. It's good that that creator gets a cut of the money, but also if I want to maximize the amount of monetization that I get from this, then I have to be sticking to non-copyrighted content or content that is like my own and original. So that was the bad news, but there's a lot of good news that comes from this. This means a few things. One, this means that these live streams, one, are going to go back to, we're going to go back to the roots of what these live streams have always been. And that before I was the face of these live streams, when Bradley Richards used to do, when he used to do these live streams have always been free advice live streams. And I've experienced sometimes, there's been a few times in recent live streams where I've been singing a song and I'm not immediately able to address something that's happening in the chat, and I want to be a little more active and present to be able to respond to things that are being said in the chat. So one good thing is that these free advice streams will be able to focus more on the free advice and that sort of wholesome interaction. Welcome back, Johnny. Thank you for the well wishes, Babel, for Bradley. Yes. I want to make sure that I'm keeping to the roots of what these videos were made for, and so we're going to be doing more of the free advice, more of the talking about the wholesome, good, supportive, uplifting things. That doesn't mean that we can't still have fun, though, because I still can do voice impressions. We can still do like truth or dare, or like Q&As. We can do all sorts of different things that we've done on previous streams. But those will be like my own original content and sets to share, I guess. Harvey just said, how long have you been doing these videos? I think I only found you around a month ago. It was around a month ago that I started doing them in like this vertical format. Before, I was doing them in a horizontal format, and I got like 5 viewers max. Because it was only people who knew about my videos and like went to my channel to click on the video and watch it, right? But filming in this vertical format, a lot of you guys have been able to discover me and my streams by looking through the live streams and then finding this one. Ryan said, why didn't you reply to my DM? Which DM? I mean, if I got a DM from you, I definitely would have tried to reply to it. Is it a DM on Discord or a DM on Instagram? Oh, Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram today. Actually, I don't think I've been on Instagram in a couple of days. But don't worry. I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't opened Instagram yet. T History is asking what my opinion is on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a businessman, and he is currently our president. Ta-da! that's what I got about Donald Trump. That's it. I don't like to aim these live streams towards a specific demographic or a specific affiliated party or anything like that. These live streams and this community is open to everyone, regardless of political alignment or religious beliefs, nationality or race or gender or any of those things, or any sort of orientation or affiliation. These streams are open to everyone. So I do have my own opinions about our president. I have my own opinions. I have my own political opinions. I have my own religious views. But I'm not like my target audience is not just people that agree with my views. I think that's silly. My target audience is just anyone who needs some support, who needs some extra love nowadays. Ryan just asked, give some singing tips. We can absolutely do that right after I finish my big announcement real quick. So now you guys know more of what we'll be doing in the streams. We'll be doing the free advice, and we can do the voice impressions, we can do truth or dare and Q&As and fun stuff like that. We can do challenges, and you guys can dare me to eat something spicy. I don't care. Whatever we end up doing. Harvey just said, do you have any troop ideas? If you know what troops are for books, I need some ideas. Oh, are you talking about tropes? Are you talking about tropes or troops? Because that is the European spelling of troops. Hello, my girlfriend just jumped in the chat. Just to catch everybody up, what we've been talking about so far, anybody who's jumping in the chat just now, we will no longer be doing karaoke on the live streams, just because using somebody else's melody or lyrics, even if it isn't the actual copyrighted track of their song, still means that I have to share revenue with that artist, which is good, and that's how it's supposed to be. But in order to maximize my own monetization, we're going to be sticking to the roots of these videos, which is the free advice, and like I'm going to be sticking more to my original content, which will be things like the voice impressions, truth or dare, the Q&As, challenges, whatever we decide to do. We can just have fun together. But we're going to be using non-copyrighted music for the background music, and we're not going to be doing karaoke here on the live streams. So that was like the kind of a little sad news. But welcome back, Death Star. So that's where we are right now. However, this is not that will not be the end of karaoke. we are going to start doing something that is bigger, and personally I think will be better. Of course, it's going to take some getting used to, and I'm going to have to figure out how this will work the best. But I love, real quick, just want to shout out the people talking in the chat. I love how people are sharing. We're talking about writing and the different kind of genres that we love writing. What the part of the announcement I'm about to tell you will actually have to do with writing, so that'll be, oh, sorry, my neck, I had to pop in my neck. That'll be exciting. Hello Kakashi, welcome to the chat, thank you for being here. Okay, so if we're no longer doing karaoke in the streams, when are we gonna do karaoke, right? That's what probably you guys are asking. T-History just said goodbye, he needs to work. Thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you again, T-History. We'll see you around. If you guys, I've talked a little bit about my Discord community. I know that not everybody has access to Discord right now at this moment. Not everybody will be able to join. However, while we're keeping the free advice and the original content, the voice impressions, the requests, the chat, the truth or dare, the Q&A, we're going to keep that. We're going to keep doing that stuff in the live stream. But you know how we have our pre-show, which is like the first 15-20 minutes of my stream when I'm driving home from work, and then we have the feature presentation, I guess you could say, which is the live pre-show, and then the live show where I'm actively addressing the chat and I'm talking to you guys and responding to what you guys are saying in the chat. This is where I love what we're saying about writing in the chat, because I'm actually about to address that. We're gonna add another segment to our nightly live streams, which will be huge. Okay, we're gonna add another segment, but it's not gonna be here on YouTube. We have the pre-show, first 15-20 minutes of the live stream, and then we have the live show, which is the last 2/3 of the live stream where I'm directly talking with you guys. And then we're going to have the after party. I'm going to start doing an after party each night after these live streams, because I see people saying the background is kind of scary. It's just nighttime. Don't worry. There's beauty. There's beauty in the night. There's beauty in the unknown and beauty in the dark. But somebody's asking, am I live tomorrow? I'm not live tomorrow. We don't do Sundays and we don't do Wednesdays. Wednesday is my day off during the week, and Sunday is my weekend. Sunday is my Sabbath, and I take that time to be with my family and my girlfriend and just kind of with myself. Harvey says, the moment I feel something big like sadness, anger, or happiness, I write in that moment to capture it. Using metaphors can also help. Death Star said, if James needed to be more handsome, he wouldn't have a nice girlfriend. Aw, thank you so much. Polly said, praise God. Yes, praise God in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. I'm really happy to see everybody here in the chat. So, to finish my announcement, which so far has taken me like 50 minutes to get out, we will be doing an after party after each of the live streams each night, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We will be doing an after party in the Discord server, and each night will be something different. I haven't decided what each night's going to be, but one of the nights we're going to do a karaoke night. This means that in the Discord server, you guys, if you guys want to come to the after party, will be able to sing with me, and I won't be the only one singing. We'll all be taking turns singing karaoke. We'll have a queue going, and we'll be able to have our live karaoke event where you guys get to join. So, if you guys don't know where the Discord is, real quick, Johnny is asking, are you live tomorrow? Not live tomorrow, not on Sundays, but I will be live on Monday. Ryan just asked how many dogs I have. I don't have any right now, but I live with dogs pretty much wherever I go, like other people's dogs, either my roommates or the people I'm living with, whatever. And then Kakashi just asked, what's my Discord? So if you don't know where the Discord is in the description of this video. It's in the bio, or it's in the description of this video, and it is also on my main channel page. Like if you go to my YouTube channel, if you go to my channel page, it'll be, I think it's the first link. Yeah, I think it's the first link. Maybe it's the second one. But if you go to that link, it's an invite link to the Discord server, and it should take you right there. So one of the nights we're gonna do a karaoke night in the Discord server, and we'll be on voice chat. You guys will be able to talk directly with me. If you guys want to join voice chat, I'll be able to hear your voices. I'll be able to say hi, and we'll have a more like in-depth in-person, not in person, but virtual interactions where it'll be more than just seeing you guys typing in the chat. You guys will be able to join the events, you'll be able to sing with me, and it'll be great. Along that same vein, one of the other nights we're gonna have is going to be a movie night. Probably Saturdays is what we're looking at. But Saturday nights, we have a couple of people on the Discord server who have been wanting to host movie nights. And so Saturday nights we're gonna do big movie nights, and people are gonna be able to join. We might mix it up a little bit. Maybe Saturdays sometimes will be karaoke nights, sometimes they'll be movie nights. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what helps the most. And so that's two of the nights. We're also going to be doing game nights. So we're going to have karaoke nights, we're going to have movie nights, and we're going to have game nights. So real quick, somebody's asking how I know Kendrick. Kendrick is a friend that I've recently made, which, I mean, it's still crazy that he donated that much the other night, which was insane. But we're going to do a game night. We're going to do a game night, and these game nights might be different. We might be doing Jackbox games. We might be doing Among Us or Minecraft, Roblox. We might be trying new games. And these are games that you guys will have the opportunity to join. Even if you're not able to join, if we get like really full, people will be able to be watching live on the Discord server and like typing in the chat, and maybe we'll have a queue of people joining the game. They'll stay for a few rounds, and then we'll have them leave so somebody new can come in, and everybody will take turns joining us, like me, my moderators, my staff members, all the Discord members, joining me and my friends as we play the games. You guys can actually play the games with us, which would be a lot of fun. I'm seeing a lot of excitement in the chat for the game nights. Oh yes, it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to start doing that. Now, so that's 3. We got karaoke nights, movie nights, and game nights. We're gonna start doing that for the after parties. So after each stream, we're gonna be doing those in the after parties. We are also going to be doing writing parties and drawing parties. If you guys don't know what that looks like is we all get together and we have a writing party where we are all working on our own writing projects, but we're just vibing and we're talking and we're sharing, and it's like, hey, what do you guys think of this sentence? How can I write this better? Or if you haven't started the book yet, it's like, hey, I have this idea. Where do you guys think I should start? We will be in a live group chat where we can just help each other. We can help each other with whatever writing projects we have. We can help each other brainstorm, get ideas, and it'll just kind of be an open chat where we'll be live all writing our own projects together. And writing parties, I've had them in person and virtually with a ton of friends, and this will be and it'll be big, and it'll be awesome, and in the words of Donald Trump, it'll be huge. Nobody's ever done it like this before. It'll be huge. So hope you guys like my Donald Trump impression. Yo, Injured Pancakes is back. That's awesome. Havong just said, does this include after tonight's stream? We're not going to do it after tonight's stream just because this is a big announcement. It is going to go into effect starting this next week. So the next stream I do, Monday night, we'll have the pre-show, then the live show. And after that live stream is completed, we will then do the after party on Discord starting Monday this next week. So there's a lot of questions in the chat. Ryan saying, I wish I could donate to you. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Harvey says, ooh, James, what are your favorite book genres? We'll get to that in a second. I'll answer that in just a second. The Discord Encore. Yeah, basically. You can make rooms for Mario Kart. We could do something like that. Injured Pancakes asked, did you search up Tyler the Creator? I haven't had time to do that yet because I've been putting together this whole after party thing that we're gonna start doing here with the live streams. After we're done with live stream, we're then gonna have an after party each night on Discord. So, real quick, just to finish out the announcement, we got karaoke nights we'll be doing, movie nights, game nights, and writing and drawing parties. So I explained the writing parties. Drawing parties will be exactly the same thing. Anybody who's working on their art, if you guys are drawing or doing animation or any type of craft that you guys are doing, we can all join in the group chat together and we can all just vibe and chat live together while we're working on our art, while we're drawing or animating. I can be streaming my progress of whatever I'm doing. You guys can see what I'm drawing, what I'm animating, because if you guys don't know, this is a part of my content creation that doesn't make it on YouTube that often. I draw and I animate. I'm learning how to animate. I draw more often, but most of that is on Patreon, Blue Sky, DeviantArt, and other places that's not on YouTube. So you guys will be able to join. And it's not, you don't necessarily have to be drawing or animating. You can be crafting, you can be designing. I'm going to be actually, Death Star just said in the chat, I'm going to make you a shirt drawing that maybe you can sell as merch. I am actually going to be designing shirts pretty soon. And so that will be part of the art that I'm working on. Catman, welcome in the chat. Awesome to see you here. Okay, so a real quick update. Real quick. So we got karaoke nights, movie nights, game nights, drawing parties, and writing parties, which are kind of just like used interchangeably. And maybe we'll just make it the same thing. But then maybe, just maybe, for our 5th night streaming during the week, we could make it a second game night for anybody who's not able to be there for the other game nights, or we can do 2 karaoke nights or 2 writing parties or something like that. But a possibility is that we could start hosting a mass D&D night, Dungeons and Dragons, a mass role-playing night during the after party in the Discord server. After the live streams, the after party in the Discord server, it could be once a week like the other ones, or like the movie night, maybe it's interchangeably with the movie night, and we do once every other week or something like that. But if you guys aren't on the Discord server, we have a whole section dedicated. It's called the Roleplay Hub, and we have roleplays happening there and nerdy discussions and trivia questions, all sorts of fun stuff. But a lot of people are like, when are we going to do like live voice chat D&D nights, right? I'm a dungeon master. I've actually worked as I used to work as a professional dungeon master, actually, and I got money for running D&D games for other people in this D&D tavern store in Utah, actually. I'm super excited to see that you guys are hyped for this idea. For those who have just jumped in and you're still like, wait, what's happening? We have, so the announcement is that I won't be able to be doing karaoke on these live streams anymore, just because I want to be able to maximize the amount of monetization, that's the word. I want to maximize the amount of monetization that I can get in order to put it towards, well, 1, paying for my new house that I'm moving into, and 2, give, furthering my content creation, right? And so instead of doing karaoke on the live streams, we have our pre-show at the beginning of the live stream, and then the majority of the live stream is the live show where we talk in the chat just like this. And then starting next week, we will be doing an after party in the Discord server. So if you guys want to join the Discord server, you can find that link in the description of this video or on my main channel page here on YouTube. And what will happen in these after parties is throughout the week we will have karaoke nights, depending on the day of the week, right? We'll figure out like an actual calendar. We'll have a karaoke night one night. We'll do a movie night. We'll have game nights. We'll have writing and drawing parties, and we'll have potentially, this would take a little bit more planning than the other ones, but potentially we could be having D&D nights as well, mass roleplay nights, and all of these things are things that you guys could join us for. You could be singing with us You could be like showcasing your vocal skills. You could be playing games with us, watching the movies with us, sharing your own projects that you're writing, you're drawing, or whatever crafts or, you know, creative works that you're working on. You could share and we'll give live feedback to whatever you guys are doing. And then for the D&D nights, you know, if we set something, because that would take a lot more planning, if we set something big like that up, you guys can join and be a part of whatever role-playing or D&D game campaign that we're doing. So, big things, big ideas, and I think the decision to stop doing karaoke in the live streams is kind of a blessing in disguise, because when I was pondering it, that's when I came up with the idea, literally earlier today, that's when I came up with the idea of doing an after party in the Discord server. Let me just real quick catch up with the chat. Oh, let's see. What Discord group name called? It is called The Other Clubhouse. Now, you guys might have noticed, if a few of you have joined so far, you guys might have noticed that The Other Clubhouse, we have a set of rules. There's 10 rules in The Other Clubhouse. And rule number 2 is that it's an 18 plus server. All of my content on YouTube is family friendly. And my community on Discord is also family friendly too. The reason that we put the 18 plus rule there was to try to avoid any just any problems that might arise between both adults and minors. However, we are considering getting rid of that rule because you know, rather than saying no minors, right? We want to rather make rules about how to keep interactions between adults and minors appropriate in the community, rather than just saying no altogether. So I think I'm saying it right now, so I guess this might as well be the official announcement. We will be rescinding the rule, and we will have the Discord server open to 13 and up. All members 13 and up, because Discord community guidelines require you to be 13. And also, if you're joining us on all of our events and you're younger than 13, that's a little but we're gonna, I guess this is my official announcement, that we are also going to rescind that rule soon. I'm gonna rewrite the rules soon, and we're gonna, instead of saying no minors, we're going to give some guidelines on what is expected to make sure that our community is a safe place for all ages. Okay, so let's see. Perhaps you should make a Tumblr community someday. I don't know anything about Tumblr, but maybe I'll look into it. Yeah, your merchandise or someone else's. Designing merchandise. Hopefully I can get hired by someone to design merchandise for them. But I will be designing my own merchandise, my own T-shirts soon. I think I'm getting to the point where. Sorry. There goes the tunes. All right, the tunes are back. Technical difficulties. I'm getting to the point. I always said that I wouldn't try to make any merchandise until people started asking for it. And when people started asking for it, that would be a good sign that it's time to start making merchandise. And you guys started mentioning it in the chat just now, so maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. I want to make a T-shirt that says "The world is a better place with you in it." I want to have like an Eat Your Banana Pancakes T-shirt, but mostly I want to have just like relatable T-shirts with like good wholesome messages that we can wear and kind of spread the love, right? Ryan is asking, can I play basketball? I know how to. I'm not a basketball player necessarily, but if somebody's like, hey, let's play a pickup game on the court, I'll be like, yeah, okay. The Discord group is called The Other Clubhouse. Let's see. Yeah, some of the people in the chat are still minors, and that is okay, because we are a family-friendly server. We're appropriate for all ages. We keep things that way, even in the Discord server and the Discord community. Catman says, I'm trying to put down Discord and stuff like that during the weekdays. I respect that goal. I respect that. If you want to join us on the weekends, we'll have stuff going on then too. Let's see. I'm going to get Discord so I can join. Kiara says, where did you get your shirt? I love it. Oh, ask me about my T-Rex. I think you guys are seeing this backwards, but maybe you're not. Are you guys seeing this backwards? I got this. Where did I get this? It was a Christmas gift. Somebody gave it to me as a Christmas gift. Yeah, well, you should totally make a Tumblr community someday. Death Star, you might be our 100th member if you guys join. Could there be a worship group? Actually, that's a fantastic idea, Catman. I'm not gonna immediately give that a yes or a no. I want to talk with my moderators and my staff members. I want to talk it over. Let me mull on that idea because I like that idea. As of right now, I don't really do anything with my community on like Sundays specifically. Like I'm still active on the Discord server, but Sunday being my Sabbath, I don't do like any work. And I consider this like my part-time job, like another part-time job that I have. So I don't like necessarily labor or work on my Sabbath day, but I don't hate it. I don't hate the idea. It's an idea worth considering, so I will consider it and I will get back to you on that. All right. Yeah, Death Star, super grateful that you trust me, but remember that I'm not the only one you're sharing that information with, so definitely keep, you want to make sure that you're keeping that information to yourself, because even if you trust me, there's other people that can see it right now, so I appreciate it, but definitely I care about your safety, so make sure that you keep that to yourself. Those kinds of people don't necessarily hang out on these streams, but these streams are open to the entire internet, so anybody can jump in and anybody could be playing. They could be pretending to be somebody that they're not. Mr. Fox just jumped in the chat. Awesome to have you here, Mr. Fox. He says, I'm new to your channel. What is it about? Yes, right now these live streams are about free advice. We're sharing wholesome, good vibes, and we're showing love and support and uplifting one another. The rest of my channel, I do music, I do covers, I do voice impressions, I do art, animation, writing, I make my own videos, I do challenges and stuff, all sorts of stuff. So, real quick, I just want to address, if there is a worship night, our community is open to all faiths. I myself am Christian, but our community is open to all faiths. So, if we were to do a worship night or something like that, I think I would have to consider the possibility of doing like an interfaith worship night where it's open to any faith, people to come and share their faiths, share their testimonies on what they believe in, and hear from different faiths and different religions. I think that would be fantastic. And in a way, like we would have like a set of guidelines in a way that is respectful to others. We are not here to bash, debate, or compare or to contrast beliefs, right? But rather to build each other up in whatever we currently have, share with each other what we believe, and listen to what others believe, and just kind of share in the YouTube on my phone, which is playing the music, is like, is it time for a break? No, not yet. But yeah, so I'm thinking that if we did a worship night, I would want it to be like an interfaith worship night. It's open to everybody, all faiths. Let's see. I will make the Eat Your Banana Pancake shirt. Ryan says he's not Christian, no offense. And yeah, none taken whatsoever. So actually, fun fact, I hope you guys join the Discord server. You guys might be able to meet my fellow admin. I am obviously the owner of the server, and I have my co-admin. It's me and her, and she is my best friend for the longest time, and she is not Christian. She identifies with, in fact, a religion that's almost completely opposite, but yet we're still best friends, and we share a lot of the same morals and just basic human beliefs. And so the way our friendship works, where we disagree on tons of stuff. We have opposing, contrasting beliefs up the wazoo, but we still love each other and respect each other as best friends, and we trust each other with like anything. And that's the kind of community that we want to foster here in the YouTube live streams and on the Discord community. Have you had a good week? Catman said, you have the right to your own ideas, even if someone disagrees with them. And that is absolutely correct. Catman said, have you had a good week, James? I have. I really have. So thank you. Put on the shirt, the other guy. Can you hit us with a voice impression right now? Go ahead. Request some voice impressions. I'll give you guys a little bit of voice impressions. We're going to be ending the stream pretty quick because it's been a little over an hour. But we'll finish up here. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that in all relations that putting others down is shamed upon. Yes, exactly. I have to go for a bit, James, but I'll be back later. Well, we are going to be ending the stream in just a second, so thank you everybody for being here. Somebody's saying Jake the dog from Adventure Time. Somebody said Peter Griffin. Somebody said Dipper Pines. Yes, I'll see you on Monday, Harvey. Thank you so much for being here. Much love. Mwah. All right, so Peter Griffin. I think that's the guy. Okay, so I haven't seen. Is that Family Guy? I think that's Family Guy. I haven't seen Family Guy. I've just seen clips. Pretty sure he's the guy that goes like, "Hey, Lois." I don't know. I don't know how it sounds. I'd have to like actually watch a clip. But he's like, "Oh, well, that's not." He's like, No, I'd have to watch a clip. I'd have to get used to the voice. I've never done that voice before. So doing it on the spot. I'll look up that one and get back to you. Jake the dog. Now, don't, tar and feather me here, but I haven't seen Adventure Time. But the new house I'm moving into with my best friend, he loves Adventure Time, and like one of his biggest conditions upon moving in is that I will have to watch Adventure Time with him. And I agreed. In exchange, that he watches all of Bluey with me. Okay, Dipper Pines. I love Gravity Falls. Dipper has such a unique voice. I haven't been able to nail it down yet. But, Grunkle Stan, this is demeaning. I'd have to work on his voice. Every time I do Dipper Pines, I end up kind of just sounding like Tom Holland. But I will work on that one.
Babel asked for Kermit the Frog, and I'm here to do a Kermit the Frog for you.
Somebody said, do Mr. Beast. I did Mr. Beast the other day, but I cannot do like a solid impression of his voice. Anyway, I would love to keep going tonight. Tonight was a tonight maybe wasn't like the most exciting stream as far as like the things like as far as like free advice goes, but we had a lot of announcements that we had to get out of the way, and we got them all out of the way, and so those were my official announcements. We're now going to be ending the stream here. Keep an eye out for the streams next week, because starting Monday of next week, we will start our after party in the Discord community. If you guys want to join the Discord community tonight, do that. It's great. I'm excited to see you guys there. And if you guys end up joining like later on Monday, that's great too. I love you all. I have to say goodbye for now because I have to keep to my sleep schedule. I have to get some good sleep too. So I love you all. Happy Saturday. I hope you all had an amazing week. I sure did, especially with you guys every night. So you guys have an amazing night. I'm so excited to conquer this next week with you guys. Never ever forget that the world is a better place with you in it. Much love to you all. You all deserve love. You all deserve everything that life has in store for you. So never forget that. Mwah. And I love you all. Have a good night. Bye.